So,
Yeah.
why are you promoting your film here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, of all places?
That's a really good question. I've been wondering that myself the whole time. No, it's obviously part of this tour that was kind of a thought of way back in end of August, beginning of September. We just thought this would kind of be a fun way to kind of promote Funny or Die, as well as semi-pro, and get both the website and the studio to pay for it, and just kind of maybe potentially have it be an annual thing that for movies that want to do a different kind of way to do some promotion. Also as a way to promote kind of younger comics that are coming up, and and it just seemed like it wasn't anything I'd ever done before, but it seemed like just a fun thing to get up on stage and think of a crazy reason to travel to a lot of colleges that wouldn't get something like this normally.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of an alternative to, as opposed to just going to cities and doing standard interviews and things like that.
Thank you for that.
Is there any connection to basketball? Because I've noticed several of the schools on this tour, like Kansas, UNC, and Ohio State, are pretty big in the basketball.
Kansas State.
Yeah.
Not Kansas.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're ranked.
Yeah, they're ranked. No, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Kansas. No, I mean, it was more. We knew we wanted to kind of do some of the schools like in the Midwest, it really had nothing to do with whether they were prominent basketball schools or not. Just kind of happened to work out that way.
Do you have more questions about Funny or Die?
No.
Okay, because like YouTube and Funny or Die sort of seems to be this kind of battling force with it, it's just in the comedy realm. YouTube's sort of opening up like this sort of global network of ways for people to let out all kinds of comedy, whereas comedy sort of just evolves over time, like how it used to. And I mean, there's always all forms of comedy going on at all times, but I mean, what do you think YouTube's doing to change that now that everyone can get exposed to the same comedy everywhere?
I don't know if I follow the question.
Well, I mean, like, what effect do you think long term that YouTube has on like comedy, just as an industry, just as this what it is?
Well, I mean, I guess what you're saying is there are both places that you could put comedy up on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, originally the way people got into that was just, they either read a funny book or they saw a funny TV show, they saw a funny movie. But now the internet has all that stuff in one place.
Well, I mean, it's the internet's obviously changing, not just comedy, but every kind of medium anyway. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really kind of sit around and analyze that so much. Just because there's just so many points of access to all these different media forms that it's kind of hard to keep track of for me. In terms of Funny or Die, we're just kind of I think our value is that we're just specifically about comedy, where YouTube you can post literally anything. Obviously it's so wide that it becomes, I think, redundant and like just mind-numbing in terms of what you want to search for. So, but yeah, I don't know if we'll all get used to YouTube one day and be bored with it, or if it'll continue to flourish, or same with Funny or Die. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Pick up basketball game between you, Andre, and Woody Harrelson. Who would actually win?
Well, I would, because I've got great fundamentals. Yeah, and that's what wins games ultimately. I would think, right? Yeah. Exactly.
Are you going to go see DSI, like the DSI Comedy Improv Festival this weekend?
I don't know what that is.
It's Dirty South Improv. It's pretty. I thought it was pretty big. It's pretty big.
Oh yeah, no, I leave tomorrow. I go to do a bunch of stuff on ESPN, and then we do a show at radio. We do our last show at Radio City Music Hall, and then continue doing press for the movie.
Would you do other ones about sports? Because you've done soccer and NASCAR. What else would be fun to do?
You know, this is kind of just coincidence that these 3 movies have kind of come out in a row. I'm not, you know, that's kind of been the line of questioning. Am I obsessed with sports comedies? And I'm not. You know, they're fun to do, but you know, yeah, I don't really have like this list of 80 movies that I want to do that are all sports related.
It's almost like this is not really a parody of basketball. It's more of a parody of a time and place.
Exactly. That's a really good observation, because a lot of people don't get that. It's it's really the parody of this league, the ABA, that, you know, a lot of people don't realize was actually a real league, and it's not a movie about us playing bad basketball. You know, whether or not my character Jackie Moon is the world's greatest basketball player, I don't think you'd say that for sure, but it's more about this insane league that you know, when you read accounts about the ABA, you can't believe the stories and you can't believe it actually survived for 9 years, because it was, you know, behind the 8 ball the entire time, but it was, you know, a larger than life cast of characters and personalities that drove that thing, and that's kind of what we're parodying, you know.
Well, just like Kicking and Screaming Italian Nights, they weren't about their respective sports.
Yeah.
Sort of that tableau.
Yeah, exactly.
Parents.
Exactly. So
soccer and do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
What were you doing in 1976?
Let's see. I was 9, so I was in 3rd grade.
Were you playing pong?
Just kicking ass in 3rd grade. Playing soccer. Yeah.